This is the final project presentation for Team Tech and Project Senior Solutions. I am Sajid Hosseini, and I am the only member of Team Tech. So to begin with, let's just look over the our final project was to build a website for Senior Solutions, and this is the file here. So this is all the HTML files that we created. You can index right here our homepage. We can open that and you can see it there. Let's exit out of that for now. So these are all the other links. In here is our CSS files. We link those to the HTML, or I should say I linked them, not we. Font file there, images that we got for the website, and then the JavaScript file here. So what I did was I took this and I used FileZilla, which is a file transfer protocol. And I used the site manager here. I inputted the host and all this data from hostgator.com, connected everything, and transferred it over. So now we'll close this and this, and we'll go to HostGator. So on HostGator, I created seniorsolutionskansas.com. Initially, we were wanting to do seniorsolutions.com. However, that domain had already been taken, and they wanted a small amount of $3,000 for us to buy that. So we made Senior Solutions is based out of Kansas. They operate throughout the state, so we figured being able to put seniorsolutionsks.com was a fine alternative and worked just as well. So from here, and I really like HostGator a lot. I looked at some other things like GoDaddy, and I know some people like to use WordPress, and it works well with WordPress too. So it has a lot of things here. You can go in the marketplace and all of this stuff. But here on the file manager, we can go and they'll load the control panel here. And you can see we'll come here to public HTML, which is the file that uploads everything on your website to make it go live. And here is all of the files transferred over that we had used FileZilla to bring over. The reason I use FileZilla is because there was no cap on the file sizes, and we could just smoothly, I could transfer everything into HostGator. Now you could have the option if you wanted to upload files individually, but there is a cap and it would take a lot longer. So that's one way that I worked around that. And there's a really nice video on YouTube someone did, and it explains the processes step by step. I watched that and followed those steps, and it worked out very well. So then now let's go ahead and go to Senior Solutions, and it's already in my thing. I'll just hit enter, and here's our website. So this is the home page. You can see here we have got the links for Medicare. We have a new to Medicare, current Medicare, life, final expense, long-term care, all of that. And we'll click those here in a second and go to each page. But I wanted to show you on the home page, I thought one feature I really liked, just in my research of other websites for similar insurance products and services, a lot of them seem kind of basic to me. And I liked this idea of being able to kind of do something like this. I just thought it gave the homepage a little bit more of a clean appearance and looked nice. So, schedule insurance planning. One of the most important components of this website is designed to really, the primary purpose of this is for people that are visiting this site to click this button, okay? To come here, input their information, and submit it. Because once they submit that information, that becomes what's called a lead. And instead of Senior Solutions having to hire third-party lead companies for direct mailers, which take several weeks to get responses, and it costs a lot of money, it could be very inefficient because the average return rate on a 1,000-piece mailer is anywhere from 2 to 5%, and sometimes even lower. There's no minimum guarantees. There are a few companies that do a 1% guarantee or something like that. So one thing that our client really wanted was to be able to generate his own leads without having to rely on a third party. And that's what we've done here. So you can input all of your information. Let's just say, we'll just put Joe King here. Age is 68, male. We'll make an email here, joeking@yahoo.com. Phone number 316-123-456-7. And then need help with Medicare. And here, submit. So once that submits, your information has been sent successfully, okay? And a big thing that I like about this site, and I made sure to get, was that it is secure. So people can, be confident that when they are filling out these information, that it is there. Also, they can call directly by pressing this button. And let's go back to the home page here. And now we'll go to Medicare. So we click Medicare. What is Medicare? We give a brief overview of Medicare, the different parts that are in Medicare. And then, so you have A, B, D, and A, B, D, and C. Medicare supplement, also known as Medigap. That's what Senior Solutions primarily specializes in, is selling Medicare supplemental policies. So for those people new to Medicare, excuse me, we provided some information here. Turning 65 and collecting Social Security, turning 65 and not collecting Social Security, different things here, different scenarios. Everybody's situation is unique. It's a little bit different. Current, if you already have Medicare, please fill out the information below and we will provide you a free quote to ensure that you are currently getting the best plan with the best rate in your area. So all of these Medicare supplemental plans, the popular ones are called Plan F, Plan G, and Plan N. They are standardized by the federal government. So private companies like Cigna, Aetna, Mutual of Omaha, they can offer these as, private insurance companies can offer these plans, and they can control who they accept and what rates they can charge their customers. So here someone would fill this out, put their current payment, and then submit that. And that would, provide an instant lead to Senior Solutions. They know what product that person has. They can do their research, make sure that if they can find a better plan with a better rate from a good company, then they can contact that person and say, hey, we got your information and here's what we can do for you. So that's really the turnaround from getting a lead that's 4 or 5 or 6 weeks old. Someone's already, figured it out, or they've come up with a solution, or they don't think about it anymore. Instead, in real time, as soon as they submit that, it's going to go to the email. And then, so we have life insurance here. Briefly, we provide some information. Now, if you notice, we didn't provide a whole, we did a little bit of information here. We, put who needs it, what does it cover, right? But basically, we put enough information on this link that it provides some useful information for the site visitor, but it's not enough. What do they need to do? They need to click this. And that's what we want to do. The whole purpose of this site is for anybody that's on this site to fill this out and submit their information, because that data is incredibly valuable. It's valuable because as soon as Senior Solutions gets it, an agent can contact them They can, try it many times. They'll be successful, and they'll, sell that individual an insurance product, and then they have a client. Now, if they don't, if that person doesn't buy it, or they say, you know what, I actually got it from someone else, or let me think and I'll get back to you, they can take that data, that lead, and they can sell it on the open market to other agents. They can even wholesale, if they put together a package, they can even wholesale that to other lead companies that then can sell it to agents, just depending on what Senior Solutions wants to do, if they want to mess with that. But basically, we've made it to where none of this data goes to waste. It'll be first and foremost utilized to gain a new client, to expand the business, to generate more sales. And if that doesn't happen, they'll sell the data, the lead, to another individual, another insurance agent, another company that will purchase that. And so what we've done is essentially we've created a new income stream for Senior Solutions. Long-term care, that is about, who needs long-term care. People, Alzheimer's obviously, is one of the leading causes for people going to long-term care facilities. It's extremely expensive. It's amazing. It's, $5,000 to $10,000 a month. People who are retired, they can't really afford that. Even if they have significant assets or things like that, they'll be forced to spend down those assets before they can qualify for governmental assistance. And the older generation, they worked hard, they have a legacy, and they want their family to benefit from that legacy. So being able to purchase long-term care is very important in many situations. And again, we provided some information here just to kind of show that this is a reputable site. It has good data, but we want them to click this, go back to here, free consultation, fill this out, and they go. When this information travels, next it goes to Firebase, okay? It goes to the Firebase, and then let's see if I can open this. All right, but anyhow, it goes to Firebase. Firebase transfers that data to the email, and it instantly goes to the client. So also, I want to point out that the Senior Solutions is fully mobile too. So here's the mobile website. I brought it up on my phone. I'm not sure if, there we go. I can see it a little bit better, and you can see it's still transitioning. It has that. You can hit the tab button here, and you can go to the individual links, and they all work great. You can hit that. It goes there to final expense. You can go back to home. You can do whatever. So, in this day and age, a lot of people use their phone. They're curious. They want to do some research. They look up Medicare and find it on their phone. So it was important to, excuse me, it was important to be able to not only have a site that'll work on a desktop and a laptop, but have a mobile-friendly site that'll work on tablets and iPads and iPhones, or mobile devices. So next we have health. This is a smaller market for Senior Solutions. They really specialize in the Medicare and turning 65 senior citizen market. But sometimes they'll get people that are new to Medicare, but then their spouse is maybe a few years younger than them, and they still need some health insurance. So again, we want to provide some data, some information for them, but we want them to be enticed to come out here, fill up their information, and fill that out. Dental and vision, there's, if a lot of people, they need dental and vision plans, that's for them there. And then contact us. So we have a contact us, but as you can see in every single one of these links, it's going to go back to the contact. We hit this one in health, it goes back to contact. Long-term care goes back to contact. Final expense goes back to contact. Goes back to contact. So what we've done here is we've essentially created a website that just significantly increases opportunities for Senior Solutions. Prior to this, they were utilizing word of mouth and, you know, doing things kind of what you could say is the old-fashioned way. So the end result of our project is something that's very incredible. You know, it it has basically transformed their entire business. Now they're online. They have a footprint. We're also going to separately, now that our project is complete, um, I'm going to help them create a Facebook page that will link here to their website and be able to promote their business even further through social media. So this is really great. Our client was very pleased with this, very happy. It was a lot of work. We ran into a lot of issues, but and it was kind of harder. I'm sure many of other people had the same situation where you had to use Zoom or FaceTime. You couldn't really go meet with them in person because of the COVID situation. That was kind of a little bit tricky at times to navigate, but I think the end result speaks for itself. I'm personally very proud. This is the best work I've ever done. And it was challenging because I had to do a lot of research on certain things to be able to do it. But luckily, there's so much information out there. I found a lot of videos on YouTube that worked out really well. They helped me in getting everything done. And then there was the whole other, you know, battle of trying to figure out what's the best way to transfer this onto the host and how to do that. And like I said, there was plenty of research and different things available that you could do. And let me see real quick before we conclude, if I can pull up the Gmail here. Okay, so if you remember, we filled out the Joe King. So look, here it is. Joe King, 68, male, joeking@yahoo.com, their telephone number, option, Medicare. So this is a fresh lead, and it came 10 minutes ago. So as soon as they hit that submit button, it goes into that. And now they have this record. Senior Solutions does. They can make the call. They have their email. And if it doesn't work, they can forward this to a different department that is in charge of packaging this data and selling it to other agents or any other lead companies that will absolutely buy it, because this is extremely valuable information. So that wraps it up for our Team Tech final project, Senior Solutions. I appreciate everybody's time and have a great weekend. Thank you.